Hey guys, welcome to another recap of American Idol. It is Hollywood Week, Part 1. That means it's the first 2 days. 181 golden ticket winners showed up in Hollywood. And that has to be whittled down to 12 guys and 12 girls. Well, Ellen is in the house. It's the first time she showed up since she got the judging job. And everything is taking place at the world-famous Kodak Theatre. Ellen's, kind of trying to explain why they picked her as judge, and at first I wasn't sure because I was like, well, maybe she doesn't know too much about music or whatever, but then I kind of realized that you just have to be a performer because performance is across the different mediums. It's all the same. You have to get up on the stage. It's that same feeling whether you're playing an instrument, whether you're singing, whether you're acting, whether you're dancing. Yeah. She's qualified. So it's the first round, aka the sudden death round. Either you make it or you break it. You stay or you go. So it started out with Katie Stevens, and she was the girl who took care of her grandma. I don't know if you remember her from the auditions. She was a yes. She was okay. And Skiibosky were in the first line. Everybody remembers him. Antonio Wheeler. Skiibosky was spelled wrong on his shirt. When he did his audition in Hollywood, he kind of acted like a tiger pacing back and forth. It was really kind of disturbing. So unfortunately, it was a no for him. I just got to say, I think in general, for this first show of American Idol of Hollywood Week, Ellen was doing a really fantastic job. It can be really difficult when you got to cut people right away, but she was making it a little bit easier for the contestants, I think, and I really love her type of humor. So I think I'm really going to enjoy this season of American Idol with Ellen. I mean, Paula was funny, but she was funny because she wasn't trying to be funny. So it's kind of sad in a way, but Ellen is funny because she's funny. All right, so Andrew Garcia was up next, and I really loved him from the city auditions. And he's the young dad. He wants better for his son. He sung his version of Paula Abdul's Straight Up. Amazing. I loved it. He played the guitar, too. Brilliant. It was a yes. And Vanessa Wolfe. Now, she's the country girl who jumped off the bridges. She was really nervous. I mean, it's the first time that she's ever left home and been on an aeroplane. So she didn't do so good, though. I guess it was because she was nervous. It was a no for her. I felt bad because I really wanted to see that Cinderella story happening, but unfortunately it didn't. Cornelious Edwards up next, the pan splitter. And Maegan Wright. Let's see. She's the one who has the divorced parents, and it's just her and her brother. Really liked her. She was the one who reminded me of Leanne Rimes. Amedio DiRocco. Everybody remembers him. He was the yelly Italian guy. So all three of those were a no. I'm a little surprised that Maegan Wright wasn't a yes because from what I've seen of her Hollywood audition, I thought it was pretty good, but the judges said no. A yes, however, was Janell Wheeler. They didn't really show her in the auditions. They just said that she was a yes in the auditions. She was one of those trio of yeses. Then up next, they had a montage of bad performances. The kind where the judges are questioning, why did we put them through to Hollywood in the first place? Oh, wait, probably because they were in Chicago and we had a very thin amount of talent. We had to put some, certain quota through. All right, just kidding. Haeley Vaughn up next. You remember her. She was the wanting to be the black pop country star, the very first one. And Mary Powers, she had the 8-year-old daughter who was a huge fan of Simon, and Simon was a huge fan of her. Her look kind of almost reminds me of Lori Petty from A League of Their Own. They were both yes. They were really good. So that was day one. 46 made it through in day one. Day 2, Simon gives the crowd a little pep talk. Don't forget the words. Don't be boring. Yes, well, Jay Stone, the beatboxer, was up first. I didn't think he was going to make it through, and he didn't. Lilly Scott, the sandwich maker. Oh my God, she's got great everything. Everything. It's a yes. Michael Lynche, the expectant dad. His wife is pregnant with their first child. Well, just as he was waiting to go on, he's on the phone with her and her water broke. Can American Idol get any luckier? It was a yes for him. I have a feeling even if he wasn't good, but that's not the case, he was good, he would have made it through because, come on, his wife's just having a baby. All right, Tim Urban up next. He sang a David Cook song. He was a young guy. His vocals were kind of shaky, but I have a feeling that the judges put him through because he's going to be a big hit with the little ladies. Justin Williams, you remember him from Boston. He was the cancer survivor. He had a great story. Unfortunately, he didn't make it, and I'm a little surprised because I really liked his Hollywood audition. He played the keyboard. The Barney Girl didn't make it. The Jersey sisters didn't make it. Maddy Curtis, the girl with the 4 brothers with Down syndrome. She had a bad song choice, and she didn't make it. I felt really bad for her, but like her mom said, she's only 16. She can come back, and I have a feeling she will make it if she comes back. Casey James. All right, he was the boring guy who was in the motorcycle accident, and they told him spice it up a little bit. He didn't really spice it up, but his vocals, I think, were good enough to get him through. He's going to have to spice it up in the group round. All right, they absolutely saved the best for last. Didi Benami. She was the waitress from LA that sounds exactly, well, not exactly, but a lot like Feist. It's a yes. I mean, she sounded like she could go out and work right now. Crystal Bowersox. She's the chick with the dreadlocks, and she's a single mom. She went and had her son's name tattooed on her back so he could be with her all the time. It was a yes. She was fantastic, too. All right, so round 1, finito. I think there was like 90-something, 97 or something like that made it through round 1. Tomorrow's Maddie's favorite night. It's the group round. And I saw Nikki Nix there, and everybody knows the story with Nikki Nix, the fake Italian. She's not really from Florence. She's been on Fear Factor and a few other reality television shows. Will she make it through? I guess we'll have to wait till tomorrow to find out. Till then, much love.